Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Buffalo Bills. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback. Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Buffalo Bills. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Detroit!
Now Jackson on second down. Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And give him a gain of 37.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there.
All right, here we go.
Pretty good arm, too.
Green 39! Green 39! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun!
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Then he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Here's the now 30-year-old running back, LaShawn McCoy. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On second down, it's McCoy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Patriot!
On play action, Allen. On the crossing route, complete. That's McKenzie. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. C.J. Mosley, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. They'll pitch it out to McCoy. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Over!
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Terrell Suggs in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving in past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. This one away by the punter, Dar. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Green 39! Green 39!
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Being chased out left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 3rd down, Jackson. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. These Bills, Charles, broke the 17-year playoff drought under first-year head coach Sean McDermott. And while Bills fans, they reveled in their team's return to relevance, we know the NFL, it's a what have you done for me lately business. So what can we expect in 2018?
I think a continuation of what head coach Sean McDermott started last year, creating the new culture for the Bills, upgrading their defense. But the big thing, they need more plays from the quarterback position that are downfield, chunk plays to take some of the pressure off the defense. Remember, only 3 points.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Josh Allen with his first ever NFL touchdown pass as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Ravens making their way out here, Charles, and a heartbreaking last-second loss to the Bengals Week 17 last year. Kept them out of the playoffs into their season at 9-7. And, you know, since winning Super Bowl 47, they've not missed the playoffs for the last 5 years.
They want to get back to doing things the Ravens way, which means toughness on both sides of the ball. So they'll want to continue to run it with Alex Collins. They added Orlando Brown in at right tackle. They want better push up front. but they have to throw the ball better as well. So they added Michael Crabtree in free agency, and the 2 tight ends. Grabbed them early. Hayden Hurst out of South Carolina and Mark Andrews out of Oklahoma. Then flip it over on defense. Want to continue to flock to the football the way that they've done for so many years.
On second down, Jackson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And it'll bring up third down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Here's Jackson on third and long. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down. And that's caught inside the 35. A big-time third down play for the Ravens. 46 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And past the 30, down to about the 27. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Jackson to throw, and that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And Andrews lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around. And we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. No sign of a slowdown from McCoy in his age 30 season. This is 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Looking downfield for Jones. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills will extend their lead. Hauschka with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go. So you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more.
Nowhere to go here. He lost across the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense loses him. It's complete. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Ty Montgomery, 75 yards. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
And there it is. Tally it up, folks. The first touchdown pass for Lamar Jackson as a member of the Baltimore Ravens. So many people focused on his legs coming into the league, and he'll score plenty of touchdowns that way. But being able to throw it into the end zone, that's a special feeling, and he's a guy who will do that often in the league.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Looks to throw on 2nd down. He's going to let this one go deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now it's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now he'll escape to his left. Now he'll let it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Gone! All right, now look at 56.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Throwing now is Allen. He's going to air one out. And this is taken in at the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for the rookie Josh Allen. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Now he's forced out left. Going deep for Montgomery. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Forced out to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the... And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. Gun, 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 gun.
To throw again is Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half. Are they going to measure revenge there? Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Gun, gun. Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319. Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Gun, 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 gun. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
Here's Allen. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well.
Now. Green 39. Green 39.
Allen now on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. The rookie Josh Allen with his 4th touchdown pass of the contest. And the Bills will extend their lead.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now here come the Ravens. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
That's exactly why the Ravens drafted him, added him to their stable after drafting Hayden Hurst in the first round. A second tight end who can catch the football. He looks like a guy who's going to line up on the line of scrimmage and mash you in the running game as a blocker. But his best attributes, splitting out, catching the football almost as an extra wide receiver.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jackson now. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And this one is incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. 3rd down here. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
And down inside the 15 he goes. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Steps away to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Here's Tywan Jones on the return. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to move.
And McCoy loses the football. And the Ravens have got it.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football.
Detroit! Detroit!
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. A reminder, 4 more games set to kick off later this afternoon. Chiefs, Chargers, Seahawks and the Broncos, Redskins and Cardinals, and then the Cowboys against the Panthers. Eluding the pressure right. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Michael Crabtree, his first touchdown as a member of the Ravens. And the Ravens capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. Throw left side complete. It's McKenzie. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play here for Buffalo. And even 40 yards. How about the rookie in his NFL debut? Looking sharp. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Za'Darius Smith in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Allen. Being chased out left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Now, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back. Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the... And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Trent Murphy in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player... disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block. Jackson now, throwing on 3rd and long. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Andrews. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Over the middle here to Brown. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. His throw incomplete. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. He's going to air one out. And my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Detroit! Over!
Allen will try again on 2nd down. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Watch him now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun!
So the shotgun snap to Allen, escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. The fake punt gets him 10, and that changes things as they've got a first down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes, just usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, he's able to pick up the first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Over! Here we go now. Green.
Allen throwing again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Robert Foster now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. This quarterback now right at the 300-yard mark with still a quarter plus to go. It's 1st and 10. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. The Ravens averaged exactly 4 yards per rush in 2017, and that's what they need here, 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to go for a big play down, and now here is another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Jones. Evades the tackler, and now some space. Then he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. The rookie Allen sharp on this drive as he leads his guys up 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
They go play action here on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. William Hayes able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, it's Allen. And he's going to go down again. Tony Jefferson in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And this one will be brought back to the 22. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah,
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Flush to his right. And that's off the mark, incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
On third down, Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. And got his man complete. A big-time third down play for the Ravens. 48 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
To throw is Jackson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes in there to get him for a loss of 5. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go now.
On play action, Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Now he's flushed out left. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And that'll put him right on the doorstep of a 200-yard game. He's at 199 as he picks up the first.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Hey, we got 4. Gun.
Allen off the play fake. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Allen now going to throw again. eluding the pressure right. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. Tyus Bowser in there with pressure yet again. And that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Tyus Bowser in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Here's Matt Darr now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. Taking it about the 36. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. And the Ravens taking the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trent Murphy getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Jackson from the shotgun. Steps away to his left. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Being chased out left. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Jackson. Dancing to his left. And able to find John Brown. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Jackson now. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And, yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the Bills getting set to go. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
So Allen's going to look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Bills on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Now Allen from the gun, he'll throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A former first-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it.
There was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no. They went to him on first down, second down, third down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Buffalo, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.
You